Hi everyone, Aaron Brooks on Perfect Postures, and today I want to talk about shin splints. Now that the nice weather's here and everyone's getting out there and going for the long runs, I actually had a client come in yesterday with a pretty severe case of a shin splint on her left lower leg region. And one of the key findings was actually not so much her foot or her shin, but actually what her hip was doing. So when we did the evaluation, I had her just stand in front of the plumb line. I looked at her left hip, and her whole leg bone on the left side was actually rotated inward, or medial or internally rotated, it's called. So when we actually looked at the kneecaps, her left kneecap was actually pointing over toward her right side, whereas her right kneecap was actually pointing straight ahead. So that to me was a red flag. I said, okay, well, that has to be something that's contributing to the shin splints. And sure enough, when we watched her walk, because when her leg came forward, her left leg, she wasn't able to get ground clearance. So usually when that happens is they have to flex their hip, they have to rotate out at their hip here, and then they land. Well, her hip was so far turned inward that she couldn't even flex her hip or get ground clearance by rotating her hip out. So what she was doing instead was her lower leg was actually circumducting. Or so when she walked, it would come out, it would swing around this way. Each time it would swing around. So the musculature through here was actually overworking. So designed a program designed more, not so much for the stretching the calves out or for the shin, but actually addressing strengthening of her left hip. So stay tuned for the corrective exercise of the week, which is actually going to be addressing internal rotation of the hip to help realign the hip, knee, and ankle.